Hi, everybody. I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney here in Washington, D.C. Our clients are all over the United States. We help them with so many different types of immigration cases. I come on here to give you guys information about immigration, help you understand immigration laws a little bit better, maybe answer some general questions that you have. Just remember, if you want to have specific advice about your case or someone you know who's applying for a visa or a green card, I would recommend scheduling a consultation with us. That way we can better know your immigration history, any kind of problems that might present themselves in your case, right? We can talk about what types of criminal issues, if you have any, if you've had overstays, if you entered illegally, if you've had a previous application. They are all things that might be complicating your case. And if we have a consultation, we can discuss all of those things to see if they might impact your future immigration benefits. All right, give us a call if we can help you with that. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation by going to our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration is the handle. You can also go to our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com. Okay, so agarwalimmigration.com. If you are just joining me for the first time, say hi, guys, and let me introduce myself again. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney in the Washington, D.C. area, where our office is downtown Washington, D.C. And we help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. So we would love to work with you if you have immigration concerns, questions, if you want to apply for immigration benefits. So I'm on here to give immigration information. We only work on immigration cases, and to also hopefully clarify some confusion if you guys have any about immigration, right? Because it's so confusing. It's hard to find someone who might be knowledgeable. You can always ask your friends or go on the internet, but it can sometimes make things even more confusing. So talking to an attorney who has experience in the case type that you are interested in is always the best course of action. Okay. All right. So let me start off with our question of the day today, which has to do with kind of like a VAWA case, right? It's not actually VAWA, but it's a little bit adjacent to VAWA. It's about people who already have a 2-year green card and they need to go from a 2-year green card to a 10-year green card. So what happens in that situation when you're going from a 2-year green card to a 10-year green card? You have a conditional green card based on marriage, and the marriage is not working out and your spouse is abusive. They're holding this green card, this permanent green card over your head. They are trying to control you. What can you do in this situation? Can you apply for this 10-year green card on your own, or do you need to suffer through this relationship until you receive permanent residency? So that's something that comes to us a lot. We have several cases we work on in this type of situation where one person has a 2-year green card and their spouse is no longer interested in helping them with the permanent 10-year green card. Okay, what happens? So if you're in that situation, right? If you're in that situation, you're having problems in your marriage, you're not even divorced yet, you might be living together, you might not be living together anymore, you can still receive your 10-year green card. So instead of applying for that 10-year green card together, what you do is you do a waiver of the joint filing requirement. Okay, you do a waiver of the joint filing requirement. This way you can talk about the abuse in the marriage, which doesn't have to be physical. Most of the time it's emotional abuse, controlling behavior, right? You can use that and receive that 10-year green card on your own. And here's something to be aware of. You don't have to wait until the 2 years is up. You can do it immediately. So we have many clients who realize, after 6 months of marriage or 1 year of marriage, that it's not going to work out, or even less than that in some situations, right? If your spouse is very abusive, you find out in a couple of months, you can apply for this 10-year green card right away. You don't have to wait to get divorced. If you do qualify based on extreme cruelty in the marriage, then you can qualify to receive this on your own without the help of your spouse. Your spouse won't be contacted. This will be considered confidential. They don't need to appear for an interview. So these are all things you need to be aware of. Give us a call if we can help you. with this type of application or any other type of immigration application, you can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney in Washington, D.C. We help our clients all over the country. We only work on immigration cases, so nothing other than immigration. We would love to work with you, and to do that, you have to schedule a consultation so we can talk to you about your immigration history and see if it's possible for us to help you and to give you advice on how to move forward, right? So during a consultation, we'll go over your immigration history, what you've applied for, are you married, what you might qualify for, eligibility requirements for any different types of applications or benefits that you might be that might be available to you. And then we'll go over timing and step-by-step process, all of the fees involved, and how to get started. So call us if we can help you. You can reach us again at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney in the Washington, D.C. area. Our office is in downtown Washington, D.C. But you can work with us no matter where you are in the United States. You can schedule a consultation remotely. We use Zoom or phone to do remote consultations. You can do that from our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration is the handle. Our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com. And also, of course, you can do this right now. Call the office 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Awesome. Mohammed has a question here. So we're streaming on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok. We also have a presence on Instagram. So follow us, like us on all our social media platforms. If you have friends that might be interested in immigration, please share this post with them as well. Mohammed says he has a B1, B2 visa that was canceled and revoked due to a 3-month overstay. His aunt is in Pakistan. Any provision or waiver that she can apply for? It can be canceled due to an overstay. So if you have a tourist visa, they only want you to visit. They don't want you to overstay. So she can always reapply for a tourist visa, right? She can explain what happened and reapply. There's no specific waiver for this, but she has to be eligible. So she can say it was due to COVID. I overstayed. I didn't intend to overstay. These are my attempts to come back home. My flights were canceled, or I got sick, and have proof of that. So have corroborating evidence, a good explanation for the overstay. The good thing is a 3-month overstay does not trigger any prohibition from re-entering the U.S., right? So if you stay over 6 months, you have unlawful presence that could prevent you from returning. So as long as she's never overstayed before, she has a good explanation, she should be able to get another B1, B2 visa. All right, I hope that is helpful to you. If you would like to have a consultation, again, this is just general information. If you'd like to have a consultation, call us 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. If you can't call right now, if you're driving or not somewhere where you can talk on the phone, go to our Facebook page, Agarwal Immigration, or to our website, agarwalimmigration.com, and take advantage of booking this consultation remotely right now. All right. Badila says, how long does it take to collect your passport when the status says issued? Usually, if it's issued, you should be receiving information on picking up that passport. Everything is usually done within 10 days. So check with the embassy if you're not sure of when to pick that up. Congratulations. If it's issued, that's great news. That's awesome. Great. I'm applying for VAWA. Do I have to go to an interview, right? To qualify for VAWA, am I required to go to an interview? So VAWA is for many categories of folks that are being abused. Our most common case type for VAWA is a spouse of a U.S. citizen or a green card holder who is facing abuse in the marriage, and that abuse most often is emotional abuse. So no physical abuse, usually emotional abuse. This is our most common case type, so spousal VAWA. And if you are applying for VAWA based on being married to an abusive spouse, what you need is to be married that it's a real marriage, not just for immigration purpose. You need to live together for any length of time. You don't have to be currently living together, just living together or having had lived together for any amount of time. And there has to be abuse in that marriage, which can be emotional, verbal, or psychological as well. Most of our cases are in that way. So VAWA can be approved without an interview. Most of our VAWA applicants also qualify for a green card, and many times there can be a green card interview for this. I have to tell you, we just received 2 VAWA and green card approvals today. Actually, it's very exciting, and neither of them had an interview. So many times the green card interview is waived once your VAWA application is approved. So many of our clients who receive green card based on VAWA, we have a policy of submitting a thorough application from the start. Many of them receive a green card without ever having an interview. All right, call us if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney based in Washington, D.C. We help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. All right. How long is the wait for an interview in the U.S. Embassy in El Salvador for a spouse green card? It can take up to 6 months. Sometimes it's faster. It's literally all over the place. So, there's not a clear answer, but generally we say wait 6 months after your case is documentarily qualified with the National Visa Center. It could even be a year. So the whole process can be about 2.5 years. Okay, I hope that's helpful to you. Thank you for following us, Marlene. Just a reminder to follow us and like us on our social media platforms if you want to be notified when we go live. Again, this is a great way to know that I'm on here as a resource, so you can listen, you can learn about immigration and maybe even get some things clarified for yourself or learn about a way that you can get in status. So follow us and like us, share this post with others. If you are, Kamran, thank you for following us. Just share this post with others if you think they might benefit from this conversation as well. Okay. All right. Kamran says, I had an unintentional lie of a job on my DS-160. I got my green card on an EB-3. Should my green card get revoked on filing a N-400? So if you found out of a misrepresentation on a previous application, that's something you want to get clarified. When you do apply for your citizenship, they do go back and they look at your previous applications, right, to make sure everything is consistent. So not necessarily, but if it's something material that can impact your citizenship or your green card approval, if it's material, meaning that if they had known, they wouldn't have approved your green card, that could be a problem. But if it's immaterial, it might not make that much of a difference. Okay. Give us a call if we can help you. 703-348-1663. Someone is saying my 601A was denied. Can I still apply for PIP, parole in place? So if you had an illegal entry, you sometimes need what's called a 601A waiver to leave the country and return. You might qualify for other ways to adjust your status without having to leave the country. Call us. We can screen you for them. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We help many people fix their status if they've had an illegal entry. We are able to help many, many people to fix their status without having to leave the country. So call us for that screen, okay? So many people do a 601A, right? And you might not qualify for hardship. However, the parole in place proposal, this is a new law that's been proposed currently for people that have been in the U.S., have had an illegal entry and would otherwise qualify for a green card, except for the fact that they entered illegally. If this goes into effect, then it's different from the requirements for a 601A, right? So it depends on why your 601A was not approved. 601A requires demonstrating extreme hardship. So if you were not able to meet that burden, then that's why it was not approved. However, the requirements for parole in place are going to be entirely different. But when you look at why you didn't get that 601A approved, you want to make sure it's not for fraud or a crime or something like that. That could impact other application approvals, okay? So it really depends on the reason. I would highly recommend having a consultation with an attorney to kind of figure out what's going on, what the reasons were, how you can remedy that. Excuse me, guys. I'm getting over a cough. Call us if we can help. 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right. Well, it's been wonderful seeing all of you. I am going to do one last question, and then I'm going to log off, but make sure you follow us and like us on our social media so I can see you on here again. Share this post with others, and to schedule a consultation, call us now at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right. What should I write in my VAWA personal statement? What should I write in my VAWA affidavit? This is a really good question. So when we work with clients and prepare a declaration or an affidavit in support of the VAWA application, we do about a 2-hour call with these clients where all we do is ask questions, and your job is to remember and provide as much detail as possible. So we ask questions on emotional abuse, verbal abuse, excuse me, controlling behavior, anything like that. We ask lots of questions to gather all of the evidence that might be present in your relationship that might make your relationship bad or abusive, right? So we look at various forms of abuse. Then we categorize them and draft an affidavit. So based on what you are saying, we categorize emotional abuse, psychological abuse, verbal abuse, financial abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, if there is that, and put it into an affidavit based on your conversation with us. Our clients review it, make changes, or add information or remove information if we didn't capture it properly. And we make those edits, get clients approval, they sign it, and we use that as an exhibit in the VAWA application. So, excuse me, if you are doing this yourself, I would highly, highly recommend you to work with an attorney, right? You want to work with a law firm in preparing your VAWA case. That is the highest chance of approval, because an experienced law firm that can help you with your VAWA case is able to really highlight all of the different areas of abuse that you might overlook or you might have not considered before. All right, so that's the affidavit, I think, is one of the most important parts of a VAWA application. All right, okay, guys, since my cough is getting a little crazy, I'm going to log off for today, but follow us, like us on our social media, and I will see you all very soon. Have a great weekend. Bye, everyone.